Hello. Anyone out there? If anyone should be watching this, yes, don't adjust your sets. It is me back, just for a bit of a wafflearge and a bit of an update. I got up in the loft a short while ago and I thought, it's about time I did a video. I'm actually feeling it. First video of this year, actually up in the loft, in amongst the collection. And I thought, why not? I've been having a bit of a ponder up here, looking at different collections, and over the last few months I have made some changes and put some different sort of shelving up and got some additions. This is not a pickups video, but I have had some pickups in the last few months. I haven't completely left out gaming and retro gaming entirely. Yeah, I haven't been feeling in the mood to do any videos, to be quite honest. I've been watching an awful lot of YouTube, and YouTube's my telly. I've always said it, and it's kept me going. And yeah, so it's been great to watch videos that everyone else is putting up. I watched a really interesting video with a different take on things today, and it was by Virtua Father. And been subbed to him for quite a while now, and he does all sorts of pickups videos and about his collection and playing the games with his kids and stuff. And he put up a video about being a single dad, and yeah, it was quite eye-opening and made me really sort of think about things. And yeah, it's been 2 years now since I split from the ex, and H has not lived with me. And yeah, I mean, there's lots of highs and lows every week, you know. You just kind of make the best of it, and you never get used to that roller coaster of emotions. Yeah, and going from, you know, dad 1 minute, and then kind of the silent partner the next, and yeah, you go back to just missing them like mad. Sure, there's many other dads out there like this, but yeah, you kind of never get used to the quiet times when they go back to mums. And yeah, sorely missed, really very much so. And but you got to make the best of it, cherish the time you do have with them. And yeah, so yeah, bit of a life update. Everything's going good in life. I've stepped away from YouTube, not for any great reason, other than I haven't really been feeling it. I've been playing games an awful lot. I started off the year really well and got into I got Call of Duty Black Ops 6 near on Christmas. Love that. So then got Battlefield 6 and really love that. Smashed my way through that. So I made sure I got all of the Battlefields and all of the Call of Duties on the Xbox One and Series X, and I've played through them all. The only one I haven't completed is Call of Duty Black Ops 7, because it's very much set like a online only game, but you can play it single player offline, if that makes any sense. So I've really enjoyed that. I keep going back to it, but it's bloody hard. It is bloody hard, and I'm a bit pants at games, to be fair. Yes, I do have some face fluff now. It was a suggestion by the now girlfriend. It seems weird saying that even now. It kind of doesn't seem enough when you're an adult to have like a big girlfriend, boyfriend. It just don't seem enough when you're adults. But anyway, really happy. Met someone that I've actually spoken to and known for quite a while, but just on a chance chat one day, via work based sort of relations, and then just it was one of those, wow, yeah. We'll see how it goes, and it's going bloody well. So yeah, in that regard, life is very good. Absolute rocket. And yeah, real chuffed, and such a nice person as well. So I couldn't wish for any better in that regard. She's not into gaming as such, has had game systems and whatnot over the years, going back sort of PlayStation 2s and before that, but it's not really been a part of her life. That's not to say she's sort of got any impact on me playing games or what have you. I still play games. She she does laugh at when I'm like, yes, I got my high score, like this morning I got my high score at Dig Dug and I'm like, yes. And last night we went out for a meal, and I was going to go pick her up, and we planned for me to pick her up at 5:30, and she messaged me and went, actually, we'll leave it till 5:45. So dangerously, I whacked on Dig Dug on the arcade, and I had a little blast, and I got so close to my high score, and then I thought, oh, and I said to her, you're so lucky that I actually turned up at all. I got playing Dig Dug, so close to the high score. So yeah, so we had a great night last night, lovely meal, and always a special time anyway. So I did beat me Dig Dug score this morning, over 60,000 points now. I think 60,300 points, and it's taken so long to get to that. But that's such an addictive game, really is. I absolutely love it. It's my favourite game in the arcade at the moment, and I've got spanned across the free arcade 1-up units about 30-40 games. But that is an absolute highlight for me, Dig Dug. I'm proper hooked. It's so basic, a bit like me, and it's just what I want for a quick blast. And yeah, so enjoying playing games. I keep now and again, when I play like the Series X, the first game I put on is Forza 6, but I've got to a point now, I'm not that good at it. I've always said I'm not that great at games. I like collecting them, like having them, like playing them, but I'm not great at them. And I've got that to that point now. I don't play on the top difficulty. And now on Forza, it's Forza 5, isn't it? Forza Horizon 5, yes, the new one, 6. So Forza Horizon 5, I usually play on about medium difficulty, and I can cope with that. I've gone so far in the game now that it's kind of locked certain races that you have to use them on the highest difficulty, and I can't be bothered with it. So it's kind of killed the game for me now. So I end up just switching it on, dicking about a little bit, build up some points, maybe get the skill bonus, you know, build up the points, buy some cars, and then jack it in. So it has kind of ruined that for me. So I think I'm going to go back to Horizon 4 for a little bit in prep for Horizon 6 that's coming out soon, and that does look epic, really does. Some more gameplay has been released on it now, so I'm really looking forward to that one. So that's me playing games. So I've done all the Call of Duties. The only one I can't complete is number 7, Black Ops 7, and I've done all the Battlefields this year. So I've really smashed it in terms of game playing and completing games. I mean, usually lucky if I complete 2 or 3 games in a year. So I've been playing more. That's good. I've been watching more YouTube, blasting through Netflix, trying to find a film on Netflix that I haven't watched already. We were trying to find a film that I hadn't watched last night, and you do that, Netflix scanning through, just trying to find a film, and yeah, most of them I'd watched already. So never mind. So in terms of the collection, not a great deal has changed. I have changed some shelving, and can't remember who it was now. I don't know whether it'll come back to me, but a guy put up a video late last year, and basically he's in the Loft as well, real nice guy. I do still watch his videos, and he basically bought strips of wood from B&Q or wherever, and came up with a clever idea of storing his games, and utilising the awkward loft space. I mean, I've got units scattered around, but it's the side sort of parts of the loft, and he come up with a very simple, basic but clever way of getting some extra storage. So I've done that for my PS1 and PS3 games, and really happy with it. It was a pain in the arse to do, because for me to get my little legs tucked around the back and screw in, and electric screwdriver is an absolute must, because a few occasions I forgot to charge it, and then I'm like screwing in and my forearms are pumping up, and before I know it I'm all like crippled up. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how it's gone. I might try and pause this video maybe, and then see if I can do just a quick pan around the room, or the loft, and just sort of show you where things are at the moment. I'm quite happy with things, but I have just been on and speaking with Retro Chef and a few others about how I'm thinking of like changing the collection a little bit, with that whole idea that less is more, make more of the collection, because I'm more into certain systems, certain collections that I've got than others, and I'm just thinking, why not repurpose it? And I keep watching Joe Gaming Girlie's videos on thinning out her collection and repurposing it, and getting all these SNES carts and getting rid of the PS3 collection, and really stuffing. There's certain things in my collection that I'm never going to play. I have tried, tested, played certain games, but generally they're just going to sit up here looking pretty for that odd occasion. I come up here and think, oh, that box art's really cool, have a little look at it, and then put it back on the shelf, and it's such a waste. And as things have got more and more expensive, I haven't got the time or the want, the need to go around charity shops or playing the CEX game of building up the store credit and doing all that, and going around boot sales and stuff. But I do need to do that this year. Me and H have got to get to a boot sale at some point. But yeah, I just haven't got the time or the want to put my efforts into that. So when I'm buying games, I'm hunting through the usual, either retro gaming stores, or it's eBay, keeping it basic. And I've got loads of saved searches on eBay. I keep getting notifications now and again. So where games have got more expensive, it makes sense to me at this point in my collecting journey to think about repurposing certain collections. And two of those collections are the Super Famicom collection that I've got, and also the Japanese N64 collection, because those were just, if you like, side quests. I am more predominantly looking around the room, more of a full set collector for certain consoles, with the idea that I wanted to have and own every game, good, bad or ugly, that system has to offer. And it's not to show off or what have you, it's to really get the most 100% most out of that system that it's got to offer. Nowadays, I mean, I started collecting 2007, and I didn't really know anything about multi-carts. I mean, stupidly, the best way of doing it would be to have every system and a multi-cart for every system and be happy, be able to play the games that way, and get the odd couple of nostalgic games for just the box art to look at, instead of having rows and rows of games. But never mind, I'm invested in it now. But then again, I've come up here and been doing chats on a WhatsApp group, and while I've been doing that, having a potter about, having a bit of a tidy up, and I've been pulling out games on the Mega Drive, mainly on the Mega Drive, sat here and thinking, wow, it's great to see. Although I'm never going to play the game, I get enjoyment a lot of the time from just pulling out the box art and having a look. Way back when, in the sort of mid 90s and early 90s, I built up a collection of probably about 70 Mega Drive games, and that was kind of unheard of. I mean, I had one of those plastic units, and a little while back I see someone on a Facebook group that put one of these plastic units up, and it's got the base shelf, and then the middle shelf, and then the top, you had a tray over the top, which if you lifted out, it had the sort of patterns there for the console to countersink into. And I had one of those. I think I ended up with 2 in the end, but I had one of those initially with my mighty Mega Drive sat on the top, and I had 2 rows of games on each shelf I built up to. And I loved the Mega Drive. Good old melodies back in the day. I was always in there, wheeling and dealing, quid to swap, and building up the collection. And yeah, I had about 70 Mega Drive games. It was just unheard of way back then. So, and I'd seen an awful lot of games. Obviously scouring good old Woolworths, Dixons and WH Smiths. I've seen an awful lot of box arts back in the day, and I've got a lot of nostalgia and memories for them. So just to have the boxes, for me, it's a big part of collecting. I don't do it to show off. I'm in very basic, very basic game room. I haven't got a big flashy game room with neon lights everywhere and IKEA Billy bookcases or glass units. It's so basic up here. It really is. But it's just a nostalgic part of my life, and yeah, I'm really into the having that stuff, more plastic, paper and cardboard. So yeah, the going forward, it's going to be about making more of the collection. Less is more, if you like. So I'm looking at repurposing the Super Famicom collection I've got and the Jap N64 collection. But it's how you go about that. I really think I need to offload all in one go. Because if I start selling off odds and ends, little bits here and there, I think I'm going to get to a point where I don't want the rest to go, which kind of defeats the object. All of the games I've got for both systems are pretty good. I've tried to whittle out the fodder, if you like. But I can see me ending up left with certain games that I'm really not bothered about. Cool box art. And that to me, I've just got to get rid of the lot in one go and repurpose the collection and get some nice treats for the Mega Drive, or tick on one of the 3 big hitters that I've got left to get for the Master System. Or there's certain games that I need for other systems that, yeah, I kind of want to get. So that's where I'm at the moment, looking at repurposing stuff and figuring out the best way, who would be the best to deal with as getting rid of it all, really. I have had additions to the collection. I finally got Shining Force, the first one, on the mighty Mega Drive. I got earlier on this year as well, Sequest DSV. And the other game I got on the Mega Drive, which was an absolute sod. Every time I ordered it through CEX, it came in with a fake inlay. So I've got a complete version now of Mega Game 6 Noisy bastard. Mega Game 6 Volume 3 on the mighty Mega Drive as well. Complete with manual, all the gear, all original, proper. So 3 Mega Drive editions. Most of my editions have been Xbox One Series X games because I've been playing them. And I also managed to tick off the list Cobra Triangle on the NES. Trying to get that game with a GBR labelled cart was a nightmare. And so many people were selling that game with just a stock picture on eBay. One I bought because that, I didn't realise at the time it was a stock picture, but it was only when I got it, and it was because most of them, and Tootie touched on this a recent video, you look at the cartridge, or cartridge, as Sega Zombie would say, the cartridge, the long-haired lout. Much love to Sega Zombie. Got to get over there sometime soon and get to his store. On a sort of random. Do you like a waffle, don't I? Yes. Tootie touched upon cartridges, Nintendo stuff, and they often have UKV on the cartridge or FRA for the French region code, and it's still PAL, but it's different region codes. And one thing I did quite early on with my NES collection, NES kart collection, was whittle out all these dirty FRA labels or ITA labels or what have you, and make sure every game I've got for the NES has got either UKV or GBR labelled carts. And it's made that quite a lot more interesting, because trying to whittle down the games, I mean, initially I thought I'd do it that way because I was really scouring everywhere for NES carts, and I thought, I can't keep on with this. So I thought a good way to calm down the collecting would be just to go for specific, you know, UKV, GBR labelled cartridges. And so now all of my collection, I've got, I think it's 9 more to get, and including randomly, I've just realised, I only realised it just now, I need Mario and Duck Hunt, a UKV labelled Mario and Duck Hunt cartridge. Of all the games that I need, and I need about 9, one of them is Mario and Duck Hunt. I mean, back in the day, you used to throw them cartridges away because no one wanted them. They were everywhere, and in every bundle you get is usually that. And I've just had a quick scour on eBay, and it posted, one of those is coming up at about just over 10 quid. So that's one game I've got to get that I'm missing. So yeah, if I repurpose the collection a little bit, that'll keep me going. Who knows, this might be the only video I do up here chatting rubbish this year. As I say, life's taken a big sort of turn. Yes, for the better in a lot of ways. It's got to be said. And yeah, so more playing games, fine-tuning the collection, and enjoying life a little bit more, I think. So yeah, I will try. This is just a bit of, as I say, a bit of an update video. Hope everyone's well. If I don't comment on your video, the majority of people, I'm watching videos from all my people that I subscribe to. Quite often I don't comment though, because usually I'm watching it on the big screen in all your loveliness, so that I get the full effect. But now and again I'll go back, if I remember, to go on my phone and then leave a comment. But I am lurking in the background still. YouTube is a big part of me. Although I did look the other day, because I listen to YouTube when I'm listening to music, and I didn't realise they want 17 quid a month. Now I'm no tight ass, but 17 quid a month to not have adverts. They do a light version where you get less adverts, and that's about 11 quid. I thought if it was going to be about a tenner, I'll sign up for that, and it saves listening to bloody adverts all the time. But 17 quid's, it's a liberty. Not on a Vimto. I'm having a protein only day today. We'll see how we get on with that. Weight training and life has, I mean, I've always been into my powerlifting, but with, if you like, health concerns in the last sort of year and a half, I have finally, as of the start of this year, come to a point, because I was just short of 21 stone, and to be fair, that's no weight to be when you're 5'6.5" with your Nike Air bubbles on. So life changes. I have trimmed up an awful lot, and also backed off on the powerlifting, because as you get up, I'm 46 now, 46 and a bit, you start realising that you can't keep on being one of the strongest few in the gym, and it don't do you any good. And I've got through my weightlifting kind of career, if you like. Not that it's been a proper career, but my journey weightlifting, I've got through without any major injuries. You always have niggly shoulders, elbows, or whatever. But I've got through without ever tearing a muscle, without ever really doing any sort of serious damage. I've always known what I'm doing. So I'm lucky in that regard. But putting all that pressure on your system and chasing the numbers, you know, that's a young fella's game. So I have backed off. And I say I've backed off in regard to how I lift. And I'm just trying to use less weight now, but that still gets the job done in terms of getting a pump, getting the feel in the muscle, get the body working from a being healthier point of view. And it's still quite funny to me because I do some random sort of lifts. If you're in weightlifting in any way, shape or form, something to be well worth trying is bench pressing is a big thing for weightlifters. So laying down on a bench and literally pushing the weight away from you, bench press with the idea of isolating the chest, building a big chest. It used to be for me more about numbers. I was years ago in the 200 kilo club, could do 200 kilo. Nowadays I do it differently on purpose, but I will do it where I lay down on a bench. I actually lift my legs up off the bench and cross my legs and bench press that way. So I can go as high as 420s a side, for a number of reps, usually up to 5, with 420s a side on. In that fashion, because I'm just using chest power to really isolate the chest. But it's funny because I've had a few people only last week comment and sort of, wow, I see you bench pressing, you using, and I'm sort of, yeah, that's not bad, but and they think I'm mad because I'm sort of, yeah, well, that's not really heavy, but to the average person it really is. And it just got to be mindful of that, because I'm just trying to lift sensibly now. Love weightlifting, I'll always do it, but I'm taking on more of an idea of bodybuilding. So it's more about working the muscle rather than just shifting the heaviest weight possible from A to B and being strong. It's more now about feeling better, more functional weightlifting. And so if I can make 3 plates aside, do the job, get a good feeling from it, happy days, even better. It's going to work out safer in the long run. But yeah, it's quite surprising now and again. So life is good generally. Rough with smooth and all that. Just got to make the best of it. And yeah, I've been getting into TV wise and watching stuff on the telly. I've been getting into The Walking Dead. I've been watching I'm up to, what is it now? Almost to the end of season 4 of Walking Dead. Now I've watched them all before. Really enjoyed them before. Yes, after about, from memory, it kind of tapers off. Maybe series 6, 7 goes in some funny directions, but I'm really enjoying it. And what started it was H has got this comic and graphic novel obsession now. That's the latest thing. Comics and graphic novels, he absolutely loves them. And he's got a fantastic collection of them. And he's been doing his videos on TikTok. And it's been great to see. He's so enthusiastic, and he's got a real keen eye. There's a local shop we go in, Comics and Coffee. And they say in there he's got such a keen eye for a real good comic, graphic novel. He's got a real good keen eye. As someone quite new to it, he's obviously got a keen eye for it. And we've got him loads of different comics and a few cheeky sealed ones and some graded ones, and yeah, he's building up his collection, so that he's really into it, loves it. But in amongst that, he's got a few The Walking Dead comics and sets of books, graphic novels. And so I keep winding him up because I keep calling them magazines, only because I keep forgetting. So I've never been into them myself. I can't be bothered with that. I'd rather sit back and watch a story being told on telly, YouTube, whatever it may be, than sit there reading. I can't be bothered with all that. But he got a load of The Walking Dead issues, and we initially said, why don't we start watching through that? And so it was going to be something we both did, and he was going to, when he goes back to his mum's, watch a few episodes, and I was going to keep in line with him so that we can carry on and then watch the ones together. And then when we're not together, I'll watch a few and he'll watch a few, and then we'll kind of meet up again and carry on the story. But he's then gone off and he's too far into his comics now, so he's reading most of his time or playing the odd games. So I've blasted through, and I must admit I forgot how. Now don't tell everyone, but I am a bit emotional, so to speak. Certain things, bloody hell, I can't get over the fact it's very emotional. I've been sitting there crying like a baby on certain bits, like when Laurie died, having the baby, and just the way Rick's reaction, and yeah, just certain things, because I've seen it all before, but kind of forgotten a lot of it. And I haven't got to the bits where Negan comes along, and I can't wait for that because I know that's epic. What with Glenn and Maggie and all that sort of thing. But from what I have watched so far, it's just wow. It's everything I want from a post-apocalyptic zombie fest, if you like, and yeah, proper gore fest. So I'm really enjoying watching that again, and I've got the lot on DVD. And I did think, oh, I should upgrade it to Blu-ray. But then I think the DVD, where it's a little bit grainier, kind of adds to it. Because if they tightened up the picture and made it clearer and nicer, and I think that maybe would take away from the experience of watching it. The fact it's in sort of grainy O-Vision makes it look more old school and of its time a bit more. So, but I'm really enjoying that. As I say, I'm sort of towards the end of series 4, and there's been some proper highs and lows and emotional bits, but really enjoying that. So yeah, what I'm going to try and do. Sorry for the wafflearge, but yes, I am around still, not dead yet. But I've been enjoying life more than what I thought, and haven't had the opportunity to get up here. Lots have been going on with work as well, what with changes and things. So that's gonna start calming down. So maybe life will get to a point where I will find and want to dedicate a bit more time to getting up here and chatting rubbish with you good people, if there is anyone out there, and maybe sorting out this collection a bit more and thinning it out and expanding upon it in the right way that suits me. So we shall see. Anyway, you lot keep going with your channels, keep bringing out the content, keep me occupied. I mean, everyone, there's too many to mention. I wouldn't want to miss people out, but really enjoying the content. One thing I do think is Cojones Deloro Daz, you need to get another video out, because it's been, I think the last one was Christmas or around then, so we need a video from you, fella. And yeah, otherwise everyone keep doing your stuff, keep safe, happy and well, and loving life. So yeah, I will try and pause this video. It's going to be something new now. I've never tried this, so I'm going to try and pause this video and then just have a quick pan round. It may work or it may not. We'll leave it to chance. Anyway, I shall bid you farewell now, and hopefully this works. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please do a comment down below, like, subscribe, and all the rest of it. Right, so if this works, this is the PS1 collection now. As I say, strips of wood put up across the beams to house all my PS1 games. There's something in the region of pretty much 700 PS1 games across there, and my very humble, basic PS3 collection. So then we pan around, we've got the Master System, mighty Master System collection. I'm 3 away from a full set, 3 big ones away from a full set. So I'm still after Buggy Run, Home Alone and Power Strike 2. So who knows, repurposing the collection a little bit more may mean that I can tick 1 or 2 or 3 of those off the list. And as I pan round, mighty Mega Drive games. It was great to see in Scott's video recently, Scott Sega Zombie, he's sorted out his collection a bit. And he's tidied up those shelves, and he's changed the way his is all set up. And it's nice to see, but it's not for me. I like me alphabetical collection, the way it's set out. But he's got all his blue spines together. He's got all his yellow spines together. So that's the Mega Drive. Then we go on to N64, Japanesey. So this is one of the collections that is, I'm dithering at the moment. I'm thinking, you know, repurposing it. But we shall see when we go on to the PAL games that I've got for the N64. All my box games are there. And then we've got carts. I've got 3 of these sort of plastic storage tubs with cartridges in. I think with regards to the collection, I am about 13 away from a full PAL set, I think it is. So yeah, I mean, it's not the be all and end all. If I'm not going crazy, I've really stepped back from collecting. But the only one that I've got, which is a dodgy box, it's got the original cartridge and also the original manual, but it's got a fake box, and that's Conker's Bad Fur Day. And I think I put in my last video last year when I added that to the collection, it was basically, do I want to spend probably 100 quid on a bit of cardboard just to get an original one, or do I want to spend 10 quid on a bit of cardboard posted, and then it's, you know, it's a bit of a display piece, looks cool. Yes, it does bug me it's not original, but you know, I'm not chucking 100 quid at a bit of bloody cardboard just yet. I've got some real good crackers, boxed and complete and nice. Resi Evil 2, the Banjos, the Zeldas, and then we've got Pokemon Stadiums, Mario Karts, all 3 Mario parties looking nice as well, cheeky. And then we pan round this side, we've got Master System consoles up on the top. I think I've got 6 now, I've whittled it down to consoles, including the super set with the 3D glasses. I got that from Miso Games, and that's a lovely system to have. And then we go to the NES cartridges. So with regards to NES, I only collect UKV GBR labelled games. And then we've got the Codemasters PAL set. And then we got some NTSC NES games and some odds and ends. In terms of systems, I've got an action set. That's the one I had, well, it's not the one, but it's same as the one I had back in the day. And then I've got a Mattel version original control deck. In past years, I've had the Mario 2, the Mario 3 edition. I never got a Turtles one. I always wanted a Turtles one. But never mind. Variants of consoles isn't something I tend to do, because it's wasted space and money in a way. So yeah, the rest of the Master System collection now, as well as having, should I say, almost a full set. I have got games that are American. So certain games, I can't think of ones now. Certain games I've got that are only American, but my idea is just going for all the different games. I'm not going for variants, but all the different games that are complete cartridge games across the system. So we do have some randoms, but they're in a sort of order. I can't think or see any, none are jumping out at me that are American right now, so I can't really show you. But yeah, that's the idea with those. So again, this is the PS3 and then the PS1 collection. It's something I would love a full set PS1. I think I would probably whittle out more of the collection if I could get a full set PS1. So much nostalgia for PS1. I got rid of all my PS2 games end of last year. Haven't looked back, haven't missed them. You know, for me, back in the day, it was more about Xbox. I had a PS2 that broke after giving it a bit of a love tap, trying to persuade it to work, and then a fatal moment of going to Game Station and being persuaded that Xbox is the way to go. I haven't looked back, and I've got somewhere in the region of I don't know, 600 and I'm probably about 100 off a full set. Again, I've kind of stopped collecting that, not for any reason other than I just haven't been motivated to, or haven't seen games come up for it. Another sort of system I've thinned out not so long ago, with the idea of just fitting them on these make-do shelves, the 360 collection. I played an awful lot of 360 towards the end of last year, going through the games with a view to thinning them out, because I've got a 360 and a PS3 set up in my little arcade room. And I'll pan across. It's going to be a bit awkward to see. I'm doing this, but I can't really see what's in view on the camera. This is me Xbox One Series X collection. And then I'll pan around again, and we've got the Super Famicom collection. And this again is something that I am really debating on. Is that going to have to go? Doesn't really have to go, but I'm just thinking repurpose the collection a bit. And then over there we've got Switcheroonie collection, and then odds and ends, game boxes, system boxes, and my big CEX sign. Proper random. But yeah, so that's the humble loft as it stands. And so yeah, it's looking pretty good. Loads of things to do still, but it's looking all right up here. We will improve on it as time goes on. Less is more is the ethos. So anyway, if this did work, thanks for watching, and yeah, stay awesome. Laters all. Cheers. Bye-bye.